It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. I woke up this morning and I saw that J. Cole may have dropped something new, and then I clicked on it and I was confused because it says 2014 Forest Hills Drive. And so then I'm thinking, wait, is this something old? But it's the 10-year anniversary, and apparently he dropped a bunch of new tracks with it. That's what I'm hearing. So if there are other ones that we need to check out, let me know which ones down below. But this was the first one that I came across. It's called Die Together. So let's dive in. Let's see what that man was cooking with.
Now I'm addicted to this shit like it was nicotine. The streets have got me overdosing on adrenaline. Like it was lean promethazine if I become a fiend. My nigga caught up with that girl, this ain't no summer fling. Know what I mean? Can't use the phone cause niggas listening. Them boys be talking shit, well bitch I got that Listerine. That pistol gleaming in the sun cause beef is interesting. A quarter pound to get a nigga blown to smithereens.
Yo, the ad-libs is crazy. Yo, F-U-C, nigga, the F-U-C. Yo, you talking shit, I got that Listerine.
My nigga caught up with that girl, this ain't no summer fling. Know what I mean? Can't use the phone cause niggas listening. Them boys be talking shit, well bitch I got that Listerine. That pistol gleaming in the sun cause beef is interesting. A quarter pound to get a nigga blown to smithereens. My mama asked me what that drama about and I don't lie. I said a little bit of money and a lot of pride. I swear to God I cry when I look in my daughter's eye. I'm thinking if I die tonight I never taught her how to ride a bike or how to fight if niggas clowning on her. I gotta call my nigga Rollo from around the corner. He came up on a pound of Mary straight from California. Let's blow an ounce and move the rest. We bag it up, you do the rest. Okay, I'm coming over quick.
Yo, that bar that he said about, you know, he thinks about his daughter and how if he dies tonight, he'll never have taught her to ride a bike, right? And it's a very simple, straightforward bar, but it kind of makes you wish that more people had that kind of mentality, right? Like, look at the situation right now that Lil Durk is in. That man has a child, if I'm not mistaken, and yet he's worried about getting get back on people and potentially getting himself caught up in murder for hire charges, which I don't think he's going to get out of. I will be very surprised if he does. I guess there's always the possibility. I just don't think that it's going to be very likely. And it's like, if you would have just thought about shit like that, like, yo, I got this little kid, like, I want to teach them things. I want to raise them properly. I want good things for them. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that he doesn't feel that way. Obviously, he cares about his kid and he loves his kid, but does he love the kid enough to have let go of shit? You know what I'm saying? Because it becomes a like a decision at a certain point, right? Like a balance. Like, yo, I can get this get back and keep my respect in the streets and make these people feel it for what they did to people around me and potentially risk my life and my freedom. Or I can focus more on the fact that I have a child now and I should put everything into that. And all the shit and the disrespect and the stuff that people have done to those around me, like it's horrible. And I hate that I've lost people, but I'm going to let that go. Like, I'm not going to forgive. I'm not going to forget, but I'm going to let that go because I have something more important in my life right now that I have to focus on, that I want to be here for, that I want to raise this child up to understand the right things in life. And, you know, I've been through all of it. I've been through the struggle. I've been a part of certain blocks. I've done this shit in my life. And so I have a wide perspective because I'm also rich. I'm also seeing the beautiful things in life as well as having seen the darkness. And so I can really put this, you know, knowledge into my child and raise them up in the right way and keep them away from the wrong shit and lead them to the direction that they should be in. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean to turn this into a Lil Durk, you know, video, but it's just, he's the perfect example because it's something that happened recently. But there are a lot of artists that I feel like in the same boat, and not even just artists, just people in life in general, right? You gotta think about these things.
I swear to God I cry when I look in my daughter's eye. I'm thinking if I die tonight I never taught her how to ride a bike or how to fight if niggas clowning on her. I gotta call my nigga Rollo from around the corner. He came up on a pound of Mary straight from California. Let's blow an ounce and move the rest. We bag it up, you do the rest. Okay, I'm coming over quick.
Well, then he goes right on to say, "I'm gonna go and get a bag of this weed. We're gonna bag it up and sell." I mean, hey, listen, whatever. It is what it is.
Hip from my nigga, this is it. Don't know how he came up on it. Must have probably hit a lick. Now I don't ask no fucking questions. All I do is take my blessings to the strip, make a flip. No more struggling, no more stressing. Come on, baby, need some Pampers and a daddy need a Buick. Ain't no future for a felon, and there ain't that much more to it. Why I do it? I feed my baby girl and then we lie together. I'm staring at her, swear I hope we fucking die together.
See, now this, okay, so this is most likely a story, right? And so I'm already probably getting comments about like, just listen, he's telling a story. I get that he's telling a story. I like to relate shit that I'm listening to situations in real life. I'm not saying that this is actually J. Cole's thinking, but this is a story that he's created, that he's putting forward. And I can understand that mentality too, where he's like, yo, I'm going to do this for my daughter. Now, the murder for hire shit, that is not for anybody's child. That's just for you. That's some selfish shit, some want to get back, you know, it's not very smart. But as far as this, I get it. People being like, yo, I don't have a method to make money right now. Although I feel like that kind of falls on you to an extent. Like I get that jobs might not hire you and so on and so forth. But there are so many ways in life to find a way to make a dollar that you can do that are legal before you go the illegal route. I feel like people so quickly jump to the illegal route because they're like, yo, for a month, couldn't get a job, whatever, I'm selling drugs. Not the greatest idea, but this is a great story to kind of portray that. And I'm curious where the story goes because it might fall right into what I'm trying to say.
Nina, die together. Nina, die together. Who loves you? I swear I hope we fucking die together. Die together. I'm buy you everything die together. You want. I swear I hope we fucking die together. Die together. Die together. You all I got in this world.
Also, could somebody tell me, are these unreleased tracks that he recorded back then for the album originally, just never released them, and they're being released now? Did he re-record them, or did he just create new tracks to put on the anniversary?
We fucking Daddy gotta go find a real job. I'm gonna drop you off with mommy. I'm gonna pick you up next week.
Daddy do need to go find a real job.
3 in the morning and I'm wide awake yawning. A couple pulls got me zoning. Something tell me check my phone in. I see a message. 5 missed calls, they all from Rollo. Right away I check it. He stressing, he breathing heavy, telling me to call him ASAP. I dial him right back. Like what the fuck going on? He's going on about them trees that we sold and how we need to get low. Some niggas looking for us out here in the streets cause they know that shit we sold ain't belong to us. They wanna sing a song for us for fucking up they money. Niggas say it won't be long for us. I tell them I ain't scared, I ain't know it was theirs. But if they talking like that, nigga, make sure that you strap. Click. Hung up the phone as I sat there alone, wishing I can wipe the slate clean with dreams of a home.
See, that's where it gets you, right? Because they talking all this trash, and it doesn't mean that backing down is going to make everything okay, but it becomes like this weird thing. And I do it too in life in so many different ways where someone tries to call you out or they do something that you feel like could be looked at as disrespect. And you don't want people to see you as someone who's just going to allow that. Because in some situations, that can allow more of it to come into your life because they're like, yo, he folded for them. Like, so we could just get one over on him too. So I do understand that. But that's also why, like, you got to try to get yourself out of these situations where any of that even matters. You know what I'm saying? Because on the grand scale of things, what really matters is your family, your kid, like what you're trying to do for them, right? And just because some other dudes want to talk shit and put you down, it's like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna let it go. It's yours, it's you got it, it's my bad, da-da-da-da. But it's hard, it's a hard pill to swallow for people to be able to do that and let them have talk to you like that and not want to retaliate or tell them, yo, F you, like you got a problem, do something about it. It's just, I don't know if it's a guy thing, if what it is, but that it is something that I feel like a lot of us have a hard time doing. Just taking that shot and being like, you know what? It is what it is. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what people outside think about me. I don't care if they think that I'm soft or I got more important shit to do. It's hard. It really is. But I feel like that is the smart method. That is the best way to go about it because otherwise you just putting yourself in situations and maybe you come out of it a whole lot of times. But eventually that one may come up where you don't make it.
With picket fence and yard big enough for Nina to roam. Lord, tell me, is it too late to grow? I need to know. Shit. Few hours pass, I need to go and pick my daughter up. Her mama gotta work today. She tells me, look for work today.
Why do I feel like, okay, this is, I already know where this is going. I don't even know if I want to finish it. So I'm pretty sure they just had that conversation. He said, yo, if y'all feel that way, then cool, whatever it is, what it is, make sure you strapped. And now he's going to pick up his daughter. The song is called Die Together. I have a feeling they're going to shoot him up while he's with his daughter.
I say okay, strap the cutie pie into the baby seat. She let her spend the day with me. She's starting to learn her ABCs. I drive away and see my distant future as a married man. Way out in the suburbs with no pistols and no worrying. One day I'll send my baby girl to college where she'll find a man. And he gon' put a ring up on her hand. But I was damn. Let's go. Nita.
Or his daughter dies and he lives.
I'm sorry.
That's crazy. And that's a story that happens probably all too often with people that aren't famous, aren't rich. They're part of a certain lifestyle and they just don't want to let it go. And I get that sometimes you grow up in an area where like you don't even have that option, right? Especially if you started off being in it at a young age. People ain't just gonna let you suddenly slide and just go and be anonymous, right? Like they will come and they will try you. They like I get it, but I just feel like there's some options that are out there, right? And some of them are ones that we just don't want to take because again, we don't want to look soft. We don't want to look like we just bowing down to people. But it's only temporary until you can get yourself in a position to get out of that area, or just get away, because it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Now, this was a little bit different than the Dirk situation because they were talking about selling drugs or weed, I guess I should say, because I mean, weed is a drug, but it's not one of the crazy ones. But someone was like, "Yo, that's our area," and he talked shit back. "Yeah, I don't really care. You feel that way to be strapped, da 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 da." And they retaliated. They said, "Okay, cool, we will be." And now either he lost his life and his daughter, or his daughter lost their life. It's just not worth it, right? And it's the same thing. Like that could have been Dirk and his family, him doing these different murder for hire things or whatever. Like people may have known that he was behind it, right? And so instead of him getting indicted and in trouble now, it could have ended with one of these people or their friends trying to retaliate on him when he's with his girl and his kid, and everybody dies. And it's like, is it really worth it? Like, what did you get out of it? You were making mad bread anyway. I get that money is kind of tied to the lifestyle that you lead or people perceive you to lead because of where you come from. But he's already made enough to be set for life. So at this point, if you wanted to change it up and be more positive and get away from that shit, even if your music failed, you're still set for life. You could just make investments. I don't know. It's crazy. But at the same time, I guess, I don't know. I've not had like a brother that got killed and felt like I needed to get one back for him. I've not had a friend that's been shot and I feel like I got to get one back for him. The family thing would probably be a harder one for me to get over, where I'd feel like I want to go and do something about it. The friend thing, not to say that I wouldn't want to defend a friend, but I'm not about to throw my whole life away and my family's life away over a friend that was also involving themselves in certain situations. And it's not like I did something or they just got targeted as an innocent person, right? Like there's some shit that was probably going to happen regardless. So it's like, I'm not going to get invested in that so much where I'm going to throw everything away. The brother one, a little bit tougher, but still it's like, it's not worth it because now you're gone too, most likely. You know what I'm saying? It's just maybe your life is still here, but it's going to be locked away forever. And it's like, what is it? Why? What is the point of that? You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense. Like if he does get locked up for life, Dirk's wife or girlfriend or whoever it is that he's with right now, I don't know. I assume he's still with the baby mama. I'm not sure about that, but let's just say he is. She's not going to sit here and be single for the rest of her life while you sit in prison and you guys write letters to each other. It's not going to happen. At some point, she's going to meet somebody else, and that other person is going to help raise your child. And it's like, for what? For what? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Anyways, I'm turning this into a whole different thing. I apologize. I'm in a mood today, but appreciate you guys for stopping in. Let me know what you think down below. I will catch you in the next one, homies.